There is the hospital, the main hospital in Longview, called St. John's Medical Center. That is the hospital that my family uses, so I know what it looks like inside. Hello there. Today is February 15th, 2026. It is moving day. I am moving to Tacoma. The rest of my family's moving early tomorrow. But I'm spending the last full day here in Longview, Washington. As I saw on X.com, I was planning on doing some video down here. I'm going to give you a tour of the city of Longview and Kelso. We're over here at Lake Sacajawea, a very well-known landmark here in Longview, Washington, for all those who have been here before. This is a city that I've been to many times over the years. This is where we do all of our shopping and everything. We live actually, you can see the hills across the Columbia River, and our farm is up there, or it was. Today's moving day, so no longer going to live there. But I have a lot better content planned for Tacoma, and I'll be shooting some video up there when I arrive tomorrow around noon. Taking the train, the Amtrak Cascades train, in the morning. I'm filming with my smartphone. I'm just seeing how it works, because I want to use this when I'm in Tacoma for like travel videos. It's a lot easier to handle than my bulk camcorder. And my old camcorder doesn't work that well, and I'm having trouble with the audio and everything, and I only have one battery, so it won't last long. So I wanted to take a lot of footage today, so I'm using the camera on this phone. It's pretty good quality. So this is just like a test video and a tour video, part of my travel video series. I'm going to be doing a lot of travel videos when I get up there. So I'm just testing out everything. I'd like to thank everyone who watches my channel and all my subscribers for following me so far. And I'm going to be doing a lot better content in the near future, so stay tuned. But we're going to tour, first we're going to tour Lake Sacajawea. There's a full trail, a paved sidewalk, if you will, and also unpaved, around the entire length of the lake. I guess it's like almost like 2 miles or more, 2.5 miles, if you want to walk around the entire thing one time. I'll walk around most of it. I'm also going to show you the Planet Walk, which is another landmark here at the lake. It's a scale model of the solar system. These little plaques every once in a while. The sun is actually around here, which you just got to go find it. By the way, that's, as I said, that's the hospital. This is a little island between two roads in the lake park. You can see there's some trees and shrubs. Just gotta go find the sun. That's probably the hardest thing to locate. Let's go up here. There's a bench. Looks like they're redoing the sidewalk. They're doing a lot of repairs on the roads here. This is 15th. This goes all the way to the bridge to go over into Oregon. We go down this road all the time. There's the YMCA. I'll cross up here. Looks like they're redoing the sidewalk. And there's a lake. Just gotta go find the sun. It's somewhere around here. I thought it was over there. Yeah, the sun is somewhere. I don't know where it is. Is it down here? That's the one thing I have trouble finding. Okay, it's not here. Well, anyway. I know where Mercury is. Mercury's right there. The sun should be like right around here. But it's kind of hard to find the plaque. But we'll go up here to Mercury. Oh, here it is. This is the sun. Solar system walk at Lake Sacajawea. This model of our sun and the 9 known planets reflects the vastness of space. Markers have been placed at scaled distances along the path and show relative sizes within the solar system. Scale is 1 to 2.28 billion. To start your journey, follow the arrows to Mercury and other planets. Gift to the community from Friends of Galileo Astronomy Club. Dedicated September 22nd, 2001. Major donor, Gibbs and Olson Incorporated Engineers, Planners, and Surveyors. Okay, so to Mercury, 85 feet. So this is the sun. I thought it was over there because I haven't done this in a while, but that's right, the sun is right here. So there's the sun. Let's walk 85 feet to Mercury. This is the southern end of the park at 15th. And that's the main part of the downtown area, which I'll get to later. Mercury, closest planet to the sun, named for the Roman messenger god. Orbital period 88 days, moons 0, diameter 4,880 kilometers, 3,032 miles. The sun is 85 feet that way, and Venus is 74 feet this way, which is right up here. Venus, second planet from the Sun, named for the Roman goddess of love. Orbital period 225 days. Moons 0. Diameter 12,104 kilometers, 7,521 miles. Okay, to the Earth, 60 feet, or 18 meters. And there it is. The first 4 planets are pretty close by. They're not very far apart. Earth and Moon, third planet from the Sun. Orbital period 365.25 days. Moons 1. To Moon 384,467 kilometers, 238,897 miles. To Mars 115 feet or 36 meters, which is right up there. Mars, fourth planet from the Sun, named for the Roman god of war. Orbital period 687 days. Moons 2. Diameter 6,794 kilometers, 4,222 miles. To Jupiter, 807 feet. So we got a ways to walk. This is the playground, one of them. There's more than one playground. There's a big one up near the fountain. There's a neighborhood right here. There's the hospital across the lake. There's a shelter. There's one of the smaller restrooms. You can see it's got a nice wide path here. I come here all the time, so I know where everything is. I know the cars are loud, so sorry about the audio. I know the audio isn't the best on this camera. I'm planning on, I have a detachable audio mic for the camera. I haven't got it to work yet, but in future videos I might do that for higher quality audio, but it's not really that important for this one. I just want to test out the audio and video quality for this camera phone setting. Because I want to use my camera, and I got on a stick here, a little tripod stick, a short little one that I can grip on, so it's a lot easier just to film with one hand while I'm walking than using a heavy camcorder and all the equipment. I'm really doing a lot of walks like this in Tacoma and Seattle and the whole area down there. So you can see Lake Sacajawea, what started out as a slough when Longview was first built, is now, this is the largest park in Longview. It's a A very nice place. It's a really famous landmark here in Longview, Washington, for those who have visited here. I've been coming to Longview most of my life. When I was a little kid living in Tacoma, and when we've lived here in Oregon, I come here all the time. But this is going to be the last time for a while. I might come back here in a couple of years and do some videos, stay overnight, see the old house, probably go to Clatskanie and I'll do a video there. And of Westport and Cathlamet. I did that one Westport and Cathlamet video a while ago, this last summer. Just taking my coat like this, kind of warm. It's not too chilly. It's cloudy. It's in the middle of winter. Well, not the middle, but towards the end. We got about a month left of winter, so it's a little chilly here. We didn't get any snow this year at all here in northern Oregon and southern Washington, but it's been cold. We got a little bit to go until we get to Jupiter. Just maybe a couple hundred more feet. We're gonna go down here, check out the underneath the bridge, which is side trails that go underneath the bridges. The tree fell over. Woo! Yeah, some bicyclists. This one passed. That tree wasn't fallen. That must have been in the storm we had a couple months ago. Yeah, look at that. That wasn't like that last time I came here. We had a storm. Near and up at Beaver Falls. I didn't get to do a video on it, but there's a bunch of fallen trees. Been kind of busy lately. Here's underneath the bridge. We're getting close to Jupiter. One of the things I want to do is a planet walk and also to get some footage of the lake. Oh, it's up here. Near that bench. Here it is. And this is Saturn. We missed Jupiter. Jupiter was back there. So I'm gonna go back there and get some footage of it. Saturn, sixth planet from the Sun, named for the Roman god of agriculture. Orbital period 29.5 years, moons 30, diameter 120,536 kilometers, 74,898 miles. Okay, to Uranus, 2,117 feet. Then I'm gonna walk back to Jupiter. I must have missed it somewhere. Jupiter, here it is. Fifth planet from the Sun, named for the Roman god of light. Orbital period 11.9 years, moons 28, diameter 142,984 kilometers, 88,846 miles. It's really dirty. Okay, that's where Saturn was. I've already got that one. I came back here and found it. I just missed it. So, now back to Saturn. Okay. As it says, to Uranus, 2,117 feet that way. So we gotta walk quite a ways to get there. There's an island right over there. One island. You can't get there, that's just forest, but there's an island there. There's a little dock area right there. I guess people are fishing. There's that forested island. There's a neighborhood on the other side of the park. But this is one of the major sites in Longview, Washington, is Lake Sacajawea. As I said, I would like to do more of these type videos this year, exploring all different towns and cities and going to all the parks and attractions. Just explore the areas. So I'm testing out this this type of video. I know I've done other travel videos with my camcorder, but I'm going to see how my phone does. I might do filming with my phone. a lot easier to hold, a lot lighter. Plus I have a lot more room on my phone and more power. I'm planning on getting a new camcorder in the future, mostly for indoors. I might get one for like traveling, but I'm going to get a video set up. That camcorder, that video camera I won't take outside much because I don't want it to get damaged, but that will be for the studio. So I'm going to get that. I have a much bigger studio. I have a much bigger room to put everything in. You can see Oregon, the hills of Oregon over there. The Columbia River is over there. I'll also be walking to Kelso later on today in a couple of hours after I get done touring Longview. Three kilometers. So I've walked about 1.5 miles, I think. I think it is. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure about the conversion, but it says 3K. I think it's this way. I think 0 kilometers is down there. So I think I've walked 3 kilometers so far. There are some geese. Nice little shot there. I also want to do some nature photography in the future. That's another thing I want to do. There's the that's a Catholic church. I think it's Rose Catholic Church. Or it starts with an R. I can't really read that. There's a little park right there. I think it's St. Rose Catholic Church. There's a park right there. But we're going down here. Oh, it's over here, not down there. Well, we must be over halfway to Uranus right now. Oh, this is a kind of a newer railing. There's the Pioneer Lions Island, which we'll go to because it's open. That's actually a newer bridge. They renovated that like several years ago because that was under construction. So they redid it. That's why everything looks new on that bridge. I'm gonna take the path up because, like, I don't know where the I have no idea where the placard is. We'll be going to that later. Yeah, I gotta go up here because the placards are all up there. They're not down here. Don't want to miss it like I did Jupiter. I had to walk back, and I did get that footage of Jupiter. I don't know why I missed that. It was kind of dirty though, but I was able to read the plaque. So yeah, Lake Sacajawea actually has a planet walk. I'm going to visit other planet walks as well. Just a little fun fact, astronomy, I've always been into astronomy and space science and space travel my entire life. I was actually a member of the Tacoma Astronomical Society when I was a kid. Until we moved to Maine when I was 13. They have a booth at the Washington State Fair, which I'm going to this September. But I went to all their meetings when I was a kid. They had a children's program that I was a part of. Tacoma Astronomical Society. Yeah, so I haven't been to like planetariums and stuff in years. I want to go back, but out here in rural Oregon and Lower Washington, there's really not much to do. But I'm moving back to the city, so I'll be able to do a lot of that. Just keeping out for the placard for Uranus because I missed Jupiter's. I had to walk back. Don't want to walk back too far. I could have taken that path, I guess, but I didn't know because the path goes right here and it meets up right there. Got a little garden right there I'll visit. But it's like over 2,000 feet. Almost a half-mile walk to the next planet. And it's even longer of a walk to Neptune, I guess. But Pluto is like at the north end of the park, which I'll be going to. And we'll be looping around the other side. This walk is going to be at least an hour and 20 minutes long. Then I'm going to go head through the neighborhoods to the center of town. Then head towards Kelso. Some more geese. Just gonna see this. We've almost made it to the center, which is right there. Yes, little garden right here. little garden. You can see okay. Okay. Yes, Bruce. Umbrella pine. There's the fountain. So this is another fun fact is this is actually where they do the fireworks. I think it's actually back that way. I think it's on the island, which I will be going to. That's where they put the fireworks. I'll be watching the fireworks. What I want to do, what might be neat, I might go up to Seattle for the 4th of July and see the Space Needle, and I'll get a video of that. That's one idea. I just got to see if I can snag a motel, probably outside of Seattle, and I can just travel there after I'm done, like at midnight. Well, that's another video idea for the 4th of July. Go to Seattle. Go to the Space Needle itself and film that. Pretty special for the 250th, America's 250th birthday. That might be a good idea. Okay, we should be nearby the it should be soon. Cool. Got that on camera. Got that on video. .5 miles. So I've walked 1.5 miles since the southern end. So I think it's like 2.5 miles. Like I think it's like 5 miles instead of 2.5. I think it's twice that distance to wrap all the way around. Let's see. Lower Columbia Longshoremen's Federal Credit Union. J.H. Kelly Building Trust. NORPAC, Walmart, store number 2469, July 4th, 2000, Longview Junior Service League, and Columbia Analytical Services. Altrusa, some other foundation stuff. There's a bunch of these bricks. That is Sacajawea and her baby statue. Here at the park, someone scribbled on that, but this is very dirty. It's been here a long time. People have destroyed it. Genie and Pump. Sacajawea and Jean Baptiste. Little is known about the young American Indian woman who accompanied the Lewis and Clark expedition to the Pacific Ocean. Sacajawea gathered roots and plants for food and medicine. She recognized landmarks in her homeland. Her skills as an interpreter were invaluable. Her husband, Toussaint Charbonneau, was also an interpreter for the expedition. Their son, Jean Baptiste, also known as Pomp, was 9 months old when the explorers passed through this region in the fall of 1805, and 13 months old when they passed this way again in the spring of 1806. The strength of teamwork. An essential team member during the expedition's exploration of the continent, Sacajawea showed remarkable strength and fortitude. Along with the rest of the party, her endurance and commitment to the journey exemplified the American spirit. Sacagawea's people, the Agedaka, a branch of the Lenchi Shoshone, aided the expedition by providing horses for crossing the mountains. Without the help of the tribes encountered along the journey, the explorers would not have succeeded. This is kind of faded, so you can't see all of it. You can't see the map or anything much. It's pretty old. We're going to just take a look over here. This is the center of the park. Approximately the center. So we've walked halfway. We got to head that way to the head of the park. This is the bridge, the pedestrian bridge. This is the center of the park. I'll be coming around this way, so I'll do the other side later. Just wanted to show the park. This is the center of the park. This is also on the 4th of July where they have all the pavilions and the booths and the selling stuff and like the festivities. They have a concert stage up here. This is packed with stuff on July 4th. I won't be here for that. I will most likely, as I said, if I don't do the Tacoma one, I'm planning on doing the Seattle one or like something like that. I know I might do the New Year's one in Seattle. I know they have one in New Year's. I watched that on the computer a month and a half ago. In fact, it's already been a month and a half in the year. I've been really busy helping everyone in my family pack, but we got most of the stuff in the truck. We got to send another truck to get the rest, but I've spent the past few days doing that. I posted that last video, that announcement video, the move to Tacoma announcement update video, the channel update video, and I'll be uploading these videos once I get the studio built, possibly by March 1st. So you'll probably be seeing this video after March 1st when you're viewing it. But anyway, here is the center of the park. There's the fountain. They have one fountain in the park, like it's right there. I think this is where the stage is, like on the 4th of July. They have like a big 4th of July fireworks display, and there's like tents and stuff like all over here. Because I've been here doing for some of them. Now I got to go back over and find the other planets. Got Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto left. Not that Pluto's a planet anymore, but it was when this planet walk was made. I think Pluto was like right at the top at Ocean Beach Highway, which the park goes all the way from 15th at like one end of Longview, all the way to the top of Longview by those hills, almost to where those hills are. That's where we got to walk. So we got a ways to go. This park is pretty big. I think it's like 5-mile walk to do like the entire thing. I won't be doing the entire thing, I don't think, but 2/3. When I get to here, I'll walk down, then I'll walk back I'm going to go down one of those streets towards the downtown area. I'm going to see R.A. Long Park. I'm going to see I can't go to the library because it's closed because today's Sunday, but I can walk past it and show you everything. Show you the downtown area. I know a lot of the time, you hear my voice on mainly the gameplay and review videos, but I'm going to show my face a lot more in the future. Doing a lot of walks, exploring places. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, including like electronic videos. I'm into technology and electronics and coding, and I'm going to do a lot more of that, and game design, and I'm going to work hard on like my career because now I can in Tacoma. Luckily, it's not raining today. That's one good thing. Now we've got to find the planet marker. Hopefully I haven't missed it. I haven't walked on the planet walk in a long time, so I don't exactly know where everything is. It should be up here soon. If you don't look, like, I think it's on this side. I'm looking on both sides because I don't want to miss it, because I don't want to walk back. But I haven't seen them much on this side. Pluto is another one that I have a hard time finding, but that's way up at the end, way up there. And there is a school, the high school, the main high school of Longview. Really fancy place. I forgot what that high school is called. I think they have another high school at the opposite end of town, but that's like the fancy one. I think it's some Raleigh High School. I forgot what it's called. I think I see the placard near those benches. But that's one of the schools. It's a big place. That's one of the biggest schools. And besides the college, which we're going to be walking by when I go by that area. But Longview is a city I know very well. Most of my life I've been coming here. Even though we live across the river and in the mountains over there, we come over here to do pretty much everything. Birds of Lake Sacajawea. Birds have many different foraging strategies. Some birds dive for large prey, while others nibble vegetation, filter small organisms, or swoop to catch flying insects. Flocks of American widgeon arrive each fall and spend the winter grazing on plant material. Can you spot a vagrant Eurasian widgeon mixed in with the flock? Bufflehead, by contrast, are proficient divers that feed primarily on small vertebrae. Look closely at the beaks and behavior of different birds for insight on how they eat. These are the American and Eurasian widgeon, black-capped chickadee, great blue heron, barn swallow, violet-green swallow, belted kingfisher, pied-billed grebe, bufflehead, and double-crested cormorant. You can see it's cloudy today, but it's not raining. That's one good thing. I guess that's not the plaque, but I'm going to keep looking. Planet plaque. Let's see, there's a place near a light pole. Yeah, there's another gardens over there that we'll see. Yeah, it's a big fancy place. I think that is a high school. But yeah, this is a well-to-do part of town, which we're going to be over there. We're going to go through that area. That's like the richest place. Besides on the hilltop over there, some really fancy houses. But like, this is like fancy. It's a fancy school. I forgot the name of it though. Oh, here it is. There it is, finally. Oh, that's Neptune. I couldn't find Uranus. Couldn't find it. So I'm not walking back there. That's a really long way to walk. But here's Neptune. Neptune. Yeah, Uranus is like 2,390 feet that way. That's over half mile away. I missed it somewhere. Okay, Neptune, 8th planet from the sun, named for the Roman god of the sea. Orbital period, 164.8 years. Moon's 8, diameter 49,532 kilometers, 3,778 miles. Pluto is 2,061 feet, and I won't try to miss that one. I'm not walking back to find the other one, so there's Neptune. Maybe if you come here, you can find it yourself. If you come to Lake Sacajawea, they're kind of hard to find. Don't know how I missed that, but I looked and I couldn't find it. It must have been somewhere near the park there. If I go back down, I might look when I go to the center, when I go to that area again. But when I walk down this, I'm walking back. It's only like 1:30. I have a lot of places to see. Gotta get over at Kelso by evening. I'm staying over at the Comfort Inn and Suites right next to the theater at the mall. I am seeing Markiplier's movie Iron Lung I wanted to see. So I'm seeing his movie. I've wanted to do that. I get to see it while it's still in theaters. And I'm eating at an Italian restaurant inside the mall. But I gotta see the movie at 6:25. That means I have to go to the restaurant like before 5:30. And I also want to walk the Cowieman River Trail and see some Kelso. So gotta get busy. Luckily it's not raining today. It's kind of a little breezy, but it's not too cold. I can take my coat off a little bit. Yeah. So, going under another bridge. We're almost to Ocean Beach Highway, so we're almost to the top. Pluto is right up there. I'll make sure I won't miss it or anything. There's the Japanese garden, which we'll be going to if it's open. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes the Pioneer Lions Island isn't open, but it is today, I think, because I saw some people leaving it earlier when I first got here. Squirrel. Another thing Longview, Washington is known for is squirrels. You could say the Longview mascot is a squirrel. Yep, they got squirrels everywhere here in the city, especially here at the park. The Longview squirrel is very famous here. It's coming up this close to us. Wow. Caught a glimpse of the most famous animal in the city. If you've ever been to Longview, Washington, you know the squirrel is like a symbol of the city. They even have like squirrel bridges. I forgot where a couple of them are, but if I see them, I will get some video footage of it. They're like squirrel bridges across this road. I think there was one back there, but I missed it. I'm not sure the location. There's a couple of them, squirrel bridges across the road. Japanese gardens. It's like a hole in that tree. That dead tree has a big hole in it. Hmm. 1 mile. Hmm. Okay, there's the head of the, that's the northern end of the park, right there. So we're almost there. We walked probably over 3 miles in this video so far. Now we're gonna wrap around and do the other side. Then we're gonna head on. There's the neighborhood. Yeah, this park really splits like Longview. It goes all the way from the southern end of Longview in the downtown area all the way to the hills here, which there's houses and farms in the hills up there. Ah, Canadian geese. We get to see them. Geese. A bunch of geese. And there's a Japanese place, which I'm going to be going to in a minute. There's that island. It's on an island in the middle of the lake. Ah, Pluto. Here it is, at the very top of the park. Pluto. 9th planet from the sun, named for the Greek god of the underworld. Orbital period, 248 years. Moons, 1, but we know there's at least 4. But this was made in like 2001 before New Horizons visited it. This is an old plaque. Diameter, 2,274 kilometers, 1,413 miles. To the sun, it's 5,906,276 kilometers. To nearest star, 18,052 kilometers or 11,217 miles away. That way. So that would be like probably the North Pole or more. But that's the Planet Walk. I was only able to not find Uranus, but I'll see if I can't loop around. It should be somewhere near the center of the park. If I have time, I will go back there and see the plaque. Don't know how I missed it, because it's supposed to be on this outer path. And this is Ocean Beach Highway. There is a forested island. Can't get to. And Yeah, there's a small island. I guess there's another fountain. I forgot. There's not just one fountain. There's two in the park. And it's the northern end of the park. That's Ocean Beach Highway. We go shopping at Fred Meyer and places down there, but I won't go down there. This is another busy road. That road goes all the way to Cathlamet and to Long Beach along the coast. This road right here, if you follow it, and it goes all the way into Kelso to the freeway, which will be over there later. But this goes all the way to Cathlamet, which I've been on this road on my bike coming back home from Cathlamet at times. But here it is. This is the top of the park. And the hills are up there. Like the hills like right in back behind these houses. And then here's the top, right up here. Here's the top of the park. There's the outflow, the inflow that goes across the road there. There's a creek on the other side. There's where the creek goes. So this is the top of the park. This is the top. Right there. It goes through a creek on the other side of the road and into the hills up there. But now we're going to go down the other side. This is the well-to-do neighborhood on this side called the Old West Side. The old historic Longview neighborhood where all the ritzy houses are. From here all the way to like the library and the post office area, which we're going to. This is where all the neat looking houses are. This is the nicest neighborhood, which I'll be walking through it in a little bit further down. I might take Hemlock or First Street, but all these trees during the summer cover up the entire road. It looks nice. It's winter, so all the leaves off the trees, it doesn't look as nice, but in the summertime, it looks really good. The Great Washington State Birding Trail, Audubon, Washington. So, I got all but one planet walk, so it's pretty good. But pretty soon I'm going to be heading into town, to the center, to the downtown area, and heading to Kelso, where I'll stay the rest of the day. what I'm going to do is I'm going to check into the hotel before I'm going to walk on the trail first because it's going to be a while. So all I have to do is like check in the hotel, put my stuff in the hotel, and then go to the mall and stay the evening there. Now we're walking down the other side. As you can see, that's a wild island. You can't get there. At least you might be able to get there by boat or like canoe, but not on foot. This is a free-growing island. No trails on it or anything. There's the other look at the fountain. That's right, there's two instead of one. And here are the ducks. A bunch of ducks. Look at all the ducks sleeping on the dirt. Yeah. Oh, there's one of the squirrel bridges. I point this one out. This is called a squirrel bridge. One of the several. There's how the squirrels cross the roadway so they don't get hit. Longview. There's another one down there, a decorative one, which we're going to see. That's one of the bridges. The squirrels use it. It's probably 2 p.m. Probably getting close to 2 p.m. See all these neat houses. This is where all the really fancy houses and all the well-to-do people live on this side of the lake. Some Canadian geese. Okay, and this is one of the bridges. That other one was fancy. That has like cyclist and pedestrian logos to it, but this one is like an actual bridge design. Like right here, this is an actual bridge for the squirrels, so they can cross safely. I guess the nickname is the Nutty Narrows Bridge. I think this is the bridge they call it, the Nutty Narrows Bridge. I think that's the one. One of them they call the Nutty Narrows Bridge. I think that's the one. All these old trees, really big around. We got one by the library that was planted that was even big when they built the city, which I'll be going past at Ori Long Park. Okay, this is open, so it's the Japanese gardens. But this is winter, so the yes, the Japanese gardens. Not all the leaves off the trees, so it's not as pretty, but it won't be here in the summer. When I come here sometime, like on overnight, I'll be sure to do it in the summertime. You can take the train down here from Tacoma, which is what I'm going to do. And over here to the island. This is the Japanese island. Looks like it is open today. So we're going to see it. Okay. Heading over to the island. Heading over. Here's a little Japanese themed island. There's where we were. This is in the middle of the lake. The island in the middle of the lake. A little stream here. They have a bigger Japanese gardens at Point Defiance, which the week that we move. Technically, probably later this week, because this is the week we're moving. But I'm gonna walk down the road, film it, and they're revamping Point Defiance with some new trails, and so I'm gonna check that out. They're not done yet, so there's some construction, but I'm gonna tour Point Defiance for the first time, probably within a week, weather permitting, if it's not raining, that is. There's the top of the lake and that wooded island. There's the head of the stream. This is the top of the stream right here. The stream goes up there, so I'll be seeing it.
Yes, it was so weird. It
Oh, looks like it goes to a lake. It goes to right here. A lake. There's a lake with an island. With a lake inside of an island. Huh. There's the lake. There's the head of the lake right here. And now heading out from the island. Mostly done with the walk. Just gonna head down to the center of the park. There's a little tower right here. Okay, back across the bridge. Now leaving the Japanese gardens. As I said, there's some pretty good ones at Point Defiance that I will show in a week or two, which will be even a bigger walk, and I'm going to go to Rest and Away as well. They got a brand new development in Western Way during the past few years. They even got a theater, which is going to be our new theater. It's just down the road from our house. Just walk down Baltimore Street, and you'll get right to the Western Way development, where that Arco smelter used to be. It was like an abandoned area when I was a kid, but they've built a brand new, really neat place, really big place, very fancy. They tore up the old road years ago through that tunnel, and now there's no tunnel. They've redeveloped the entire area, which I will talk about on that video when I do it. Yeah, it's probably getting on 2:30. Most likely between 2 and 2:30 now. But we're almost done with the park walk. This will be one video, and then the walk through the city will be the next video. This is going to be at least 2.5 hours long. This one, but I wanted to walk through the whole park.
Yes, for sure.
Red oak, some oak. These are some big ones. Coast redwood. These are coast redwoods. Pretty famous around this area of Oregon and California. Yeah. This is another big area. Big wide open area here. By the time this walk is over here at the park alone, I probably walked 5 miles. Then I'm going to walk through town. Here's a little garden area. You can see a garden area here. Birds of Lake Sacajawea. Wow, more ducks. Okay, here we are back at the bridge. So Nearing the end of the tour of Lake Sacajawea Park. It's probably getting close to 2:30 or 2:45. Gotta head on to downtown Longview. But, there's the main playground right there. Okay, the last place we gotta go to is the Pioneer Lions Island. Then we're gonna come back to the main area and end this video. Then I'm gonna walk into Longview. From Slough to Crown Jewel. The beautiful park you witness today hides a secret. In 1923, this tranquil lake was a marshy swampland, but by 1926, it was reborn. How? It's a story of ambition, sweat, and the transformation of a flood-prone slough into the crown jewel of Longview. The first pioneers. In 1850, Jesse and Margaret Fowler drove an ox team from Missouri to settle a donation land claim on land that became Lake Sacajawea 75 years later. In tow were 4 young boys with grandiose names: George Washington, Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and Christopher Columbus. The first settlers claimed land along the Cowlitz River. The Fowlers settled along a smaller stream that became known as Fowler's Slough. Today, the property includes a civic center. Turning Fowler's Slough into a lake was part of a grand plan by the Long Bell Lumber Company of Kansas City, Missouri, led by founder Robert A. Long. The company moved west in the early 1920s. It bought 14,000 acres of farmland to transform into a city, built dikes to protect it, acquired 24,000 acres of timberland, and erected the world's 2 largest sawmills. Mr. Long was among America's richest men. He envisioned a planned city that would grow to 50,000. Horse teams and dredges. Plans called for Longview's first residential areas to fan out from the new lake. That required filling flood-prone land with 2 million cubic yards of soil dredged from Fowler's Slough. Horses pulled earth-moving gear called Fresno scrapers, creating sloping banks along the waterway. People flocked to the lake. In 1925, workers began planting native trees, bushes, and flowers. Detailed drawings showed the location of all foliage around Fowler's Lake. In May, Long Bell executives asked the Longview Daily News to publicize a contest naming the lake. Hundreds responded. 4 suggested Lake Sacajawea. Each received $6.25 of the $25 first prize. Once grass took root on the sloping banks, boaters and swimmers took to the water. People enjoyed a lovely park in the newly planned city, exactly as Mr. Long had envisioned. So that's what it looked like in the 1920s. In 1925. So this lake is 100 years old, and it'll be 101 years in a few months. So almost exactly 100 years ago is when they created this lake and park. And there's what it looked like in 1925 without all the houses. Without all these houses here. That's the church bells of Longview Community Church. One of the most well-known churches. My family actually has gone to it. That's actually the church my mother goes to. Well, she did until she's moving. So, but that's it. That's Longview Community Church. It's Sunday, so I guess the church just got out. We'll go in there pretty soon. Since it's open today. Sometimes it's closed, but it's open today. There's Longview Community Church. Yeah. This is a church that my mother goes to up until last week. Some people from the church actually helped us move. We live across the Columbia River in Oregon over there, but she actually came to the house yesterday, helped us move. So now this is as far as I'm going down because I got a lot of stuff to do today. I don't have time to walk around the entire park, but you get the gist about what it's like. It's a pretty big park. I've been walking at least maybe a couple of hours. I get a couple of hours worth of footage. Looks like they're ringing the bells. I don't exactly know what time it is, but you can hear that. So just wanted to show you our church. And I think that's a power line. That's just a power line, not a bridge. But I think that it's used to power the lights on the island. Sometimes this island is closed, especially during festivities. This is where they put the fireworks like right here every summer, and I think on New Year's maybe, and some special festivities. And they also put the Christmas lights on this island, so they keep it locked during those times. But it's open today, so you get to see it. This is another island in the middle of the lake called Pioneer Lions Island. This is the last stop, then we're gonna head back to the center of the park and end this video. But I'll be shooting more video today of the walk through Longview, a tour in Longview and Kelso. So stay tuned. But I hope you've enjoyed this walk along Lake Sacajawea. This is sort of an experimental video. I want to start doing this kind of travel videos, and it's easier than carrying the camcorder, and you're going to be seeing my face a lot more on camera in videos. Most of it's like game playthroughs and reviews, which people love those videos. Getting so much positive feedback. I'll talk about that later, but I've gotten a lot of hi Canadian geese. I was right next to it. There's a totem, but I think the things have been taken off. Well, it used to be a totem. It still is, I guess. Not on the back side, but on the front side. But you got to see the planet walk, most of it. It's kind of hard to tell some of the planets. You have to know where to look. And I didn't bring the map with me. I should have brought the map, because they have it on their website. There's a sign. And it's the southern part of the island, the tip of the island. So now we're going to head back. Uh, Smooth sumac. Pink dogwood. American Beauty crabapple. Huh. Western Pacific yew. And alpine fir. Huh. It goes over there. I wonder what the wire's for. Because that must be underground pipe that goes probably along the bridge. Don't know what that wire is. That's a power right there, though. It goes, I think, goes underneath this bridge. I think that's how it works. But we're heading back and seeing the end of this video. Good job. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this tour. It's a pretty big place. It's a pretty neat place to go to. Don't come down here much because I live up in the hills. So, there's not any transportation over here. Unless I ride my bike, which I do occasionally, but I have to ride on Highway 30 and across the bridge. That's kind of treacherous. Oh, that's the Nutty Narrows Bridge. Sorry. That's the Nutty Narrows Bridge right there. That's the Nutty Narrows Bridge. There's a sign. That's the one. That's Nutty Narrows Bridge. Because it has a sign of Nutty Narrows Bridge on there. So I got that. That's by the church. That's right. Gotta remember that. That's where it is. Sounds like a Narrows Bridge type of steel bridge kind of look to it. Yeah. But anyway, heading back. Gotta head over to Kelso. Go through Longview. Through Stone. Okay. This is so long of a video that it's gonna be a separate video. I'll make a separate video for the walk through Longview and the library area in the Aurelon Park and heading over to Kelso. I'm gonna walk down those streets. So I hope you've enjoyed it. This is where our little tour of Lake Sacajawea comes to an end. Right here at the waterfront fountain. baby. You can see the rocks down there. Some graffiti, fight the power. Okay, this tour is done. This is where the tour is going to end. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. I enjoy your comments and your views on my channel. I thank you for all the positive encouragement. I've had some encouragement from people around me who are planning on sharing my channel with others. A couple of people who my family are friends with. And, I've already had people subscribe to me that are close to me, and so I thank all of you. There's going to be a lot better videos to come. I hope to do a lot of things when I get to Tacoma tomorrow. As I said, I'm going to Point Defiance later on this week for the first week here after we get everything unpacked. I got to get the internet. We got to get the internet hooked up at the house, and then I can build my studio and get back online. I got to buy a few things for it, but as I said, March 1st, I'll probably start revamping the channel before then, so you'll see the channel name and the channel art will change. I'm going to have temporary art, some placeholders, and then I got a good idea for the channel official art. I'm going to take another self photo in the new studio, and I might even give you a tour of the studio when I get it finished. That would be a video. So I'll be filming another video in a few minutes after I rest here and tour downtown Longview and Kelso. So see you there, and thank you for watching.